I don't need much. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
All I need is love and affection.
Yeah.
I've been through 2 marriages. Problem that I have.
Did you initiate a divorce?
Are you dating anyone right now?
A phone call from the police saying, hey, listen. I was like, yeah, we don't think it's a good idea for you to take that trip, buddy. You know, if I would have rescheduled to next year, there would have been things going on next year. And if I would have stayed, I would have lost my mind completely.
Yeah.
Get out here and experience it. You'll never want to go back home. I'm a movement all by myself.
Movement by myself.
But I'm
Baby,
a force when we
baby,
together.
baby,
Yo, baby!
I'm a movement by myself.
Baby, you make me better. Yo.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Black Filipino TV. Now, this is part 2, right? And I'm here with Gerard, another day in paradise, at a brother in paradise.
To it actually is me, I'm a brother in paradise.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so that's how you would search for the brother in paradise.
I got it.
But the name of the channel itself is Another Day in Paradise.
Yeah. Be sure to check it out, subscribe.
Are you dating right now?
Okay.
So right now, I'm not dating anybody officially, you know, because a lot of things are still fresh, you know, and with the way that things happen, you know, it kind of damages you as a man, because when you think about it, we as men, we're supposed to be protectors, we're supposed to be providers, we're supposed to be problem solvers, you know. So when you have somebody that's by your side,
Look at them together, then we'll take them apart.
and that's all we need is just somebody by our side,
Adding up the total of all of that's true.
pushing us like, yeah, babe, you got this. Don't worry, babe, we gonna take care of it. Yeah, no matter what, whether we broke or we, you know, we got, you know, I got you.
Yeah.
Multiply life by the power of 2.
That's all we need. So when you have that for 2 years, every day, I love you, babe, you got this, babe, don't worry about it. I'm finna wait until the moon fall out the sky for you, you know? And then for her to up and leave you for an older person that already has his life together, that already went through the problems that we are, as men, are trying to work our way through, that's already retired, already have guaranteed income, don't have to work no more. That damages the fabric of a man. I'm over her. I could date right now, you know, but the problem is that the fabric of a man, you know, that lowers a man's self-confidence. You know, like, I know I'm a decent looking guy. I'm not the best, but I'm a decent looking guy. And I'm a good guy. Good income, you know, good heart. And for that to happen like that, damages.
You weren't here, that's what happened. That's the thing, like, say if you're not here and the guy's here, it's like, okay, he's right here, like, I can touch him. I don't think it was the old man thing, retirement thing. I think it was that. Because if you was here, she would be with you.
Yeah.
And that's not good, right?
Yeah.
She shouldn't move
And that's why I
with the
say it's
wind.
not what she did, it's
How she did it, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm sliding. I'm all around the Philippines. I'm good. I've been meeting a couple of people, you know, so I'm still open to a relationship if I find the right one. Like I said, a lot of women, they look at you like meal tickets, like a lion. You know what I mean? When they see you walking through BGC, they're like, yeah, there he is. That's that meal ticket, baby. I'm out. You know what I mean? Like,
it can be like that sometimes in the Philippines. Sometimes women can look at you like meal tickets. So you gotta be aware. But the thing is with him, right? I can tell you can get women in the U.S. I can tell the way his energy is. You can tell, like, he can get women. He can talk. He has personality. Yeah. He can get women in the state. He can get women anywhere. So it's not that. But I want to ask that question. So, what made you decide to date, like, in the Philippines, besides the U.S.?
So,
because I know it's Babylon there.
Oh yeah.
I want to hear what you think about it.
I've been through 2 marriages, and I've divorced them both. The problem that I have.
Did you initiate a divorce?
I did.
Oh,
for both of them. Wow. One of them, she came home from work and
I am gone.
I was gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did the same thing too.
Really?
Sometimes you gotta cut out.
You got to, because I don't need much. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
All I need is love and affection.
Yeah.
And I can build us an empire. You know, as long as I have that support system. And that's the way God made it.
Yeah.
As long as I have that support system. The song with Neil, he says, I'm a movement all by myself.
Movement by myself.
But I'm a force when we together. Yo,
baby! I'm a movement by myself. Baby, you make me better.
You make me better.
Oh, that was my jam. I was in the club like,
yeah.
I was in the club like, that's the top of that song. I'm a movement. You been there with your girl? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that song's real, yup. Yeah, I know what you mean, yup.
You
Yeah,
know.
I know, yup.
And that's all we need.
Yep.
You know, and the problem is that after a while, a lot of people start to change. You know, you have the normal things of growing apart. That happens. You know, but and a lot of times, if you take out money out of a relationship and sex, you don't have no relationship no more. You don't even know the person that you with.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a scary thing. You know, because after a while, after a couple of years of being married to each person, I didn't know who it was that I was sleeping next to anymore. And that's scary. You know, for somebody to be with you when you're making $150,000 a year, $200,000 a year, you know, and then to go from that to not making that much money, and you see their attitude starts to change.
Yeah, because
You know,
the Gucci bags are slowing down, and the other extra things that it's not even needed slow down. So it's like, oh,
Yep. And see,
yeah,
it's hard finding something genuine. So what I did, you know me, I like my research.
yeah.
I said, okay, well, you know what? I'm from Miami. I'm from Florida. You know, let me branch out a little bit. I went up to Orlando, 3 hours away. You know, started dating. You know, I went up to Georgia. You know, I had a girl in Georgia. You know, I had a girl in Los Angeles, all the way on the other side.
Yeah.
You know, I dated a girl in Pennsylvania, all the way on the other side.
Yeah.
At the same time.
No,
you know what I mean?
he was trying to find something different, and seen it was all the same. He was looking for something feminine and delicate,
Yes, sir. Yes,
but
sir.
couldn't find it.
And the one thing that I noticed is that even with the girl in Dallas, even with Atlanta, even with Los Angeles, I dated a girl in Colorado, you know, and I kind of have to stick to major cities and, you know, a few suburbs because I'm a truck driver, you know, so I can't really get off the beaten path too much. But I did date in all of these different areas and states. And the problem is that, yeah, they're all different, but there are still connecting dots that connect each one. And those are the problems that I have with dating in America.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I started dating outside of America that I started to see differences. I started to find people, you know, and I'm not saying that there's no people like this in America, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But the numbers are different with how many there are. The women overseas are feminine.
Yeah.
They'll stand by your side. You know, and it's a completely different ball game. Because now, as a man, I don't have to worry about what my woman is doing. I don't have to worry about how she feels towards me. I don't have to worry about whether she's still going to be here with me, whether I'm successful or not. I can focus on what my task is, and that's being a provider, being a problem solver, you know, and providing.
Yes.
You know, and that's what I can focus on because now I have the piece to my puzzle that I'm missing. So now I could go out there and I could fight with all these other guys for income. I can go and I could fight systematic racism, and you know, because when I'm in the ring of life, and I continue to get beat down by life, when they ring that bell, ding, 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 I get to crawl back to my corner, and guess what? I got a woman that's gonna patch me up and say, "Babe, you got this.
Yeah.
You know, you got this. We finna go ahead and get you back up. We finna
Yeah.
kiss me on the cheek, and boom, I'm ready to fight again."
Yeah.
And that's what you need.
Exactly.
I couldn't find that, man. I couldn't find that. You know, and I could show you tax returns. I could show you, you know, all kinds of things. I make a lot of money. And I still can't find nobody that's willing to ride with me in the good and the bad.
So what you telling me is that you were a six-figure earner,
Yes.
what every woman says they want, and the woman still didn't know what they want, pretty much what you're saying.
Facts.
So are you,
Last
are
year-
you part of 666?
Well,
6 feet, 6 figures.
I got, you know, 6, 5, 10, 6. You know what I mean? Like,
What is that? What is
He's
that?
5'10".
Ah,
He's
okay.
5'10".
I'm 5'10", so I'm not quite 6 feet tall.
He's close. He's
You
close
know,
though.
but
Okay.
Still,
last
sometimes that doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah, I
there.
know.
facts.
So you got the six figures, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter how you feel. Doesn't matter, exactly.
The problem is that when you're a man and you have to build this empire by yourself, after a while, you don't want nobody anymore. You know, because last year I made over $250,000. The year before that, I made over $250,000. You know, and now that I'm at this level, it's like, okay, should I really even bring somebody in? Because will she like me for me, or once she find out how much income I'm making, will she like me for my income and it change? So now I'm scared to date somebody.
Now, he had some drama back in the States, right? And I want to get more into that because his truck got stolen, as you remember, and then I don't want to ruin it. Let me get right into it.
Right up until the beginning of my trip, you know, I decided to go home. And I wanted to go home, take some time off because I'd just been grinding. You know, after I lost my investments, after I lost my crypto, after everything started going on, my money for the Philippines dried up like 3 times. I was working all the way up until the day it was time for me to go. So what ended up happening was I decided to go home, put together all of my gadgets, my camera equipment and everything, and put together everything, and then get back on the road and work up until the day it's time for me to fly out. So I went home, took my vacation, parked my semi-truck. You know, at home, spending time with my kid, getting everything right, getting everything ready before my trip. The day of the vacation, for the vacation to end, I came back to where I parked my truck and it was gone. So the first thing I did was call the tow truck companies and stuff, like, hey, did you guys, tow a semi-truck? No, we didn't do anything, no. So I had to file a police report. Everything was good at first, so then I flew back out, to Chicago where I work from, and, got into another truck, started rolling. And right up until I got close to my trip, the day of my trip, I got a phone call from the police saying, hey, listen, we heard that you're going on a trip overseas out of the country. Wow. I was like, yeah, what about it? They was like, yeah, we don't think it's a good idea for you to take that trip, buddy. I'm like, wait a minute. Why? I done already had this trip booked. This was booked over a year ago. I already got my flights. I already got everything, They was like, well, you're the prime suspect in your truck getting stolen. I said, wait a minute, so hold on. So you're telling me that I'm the prime suspect in my own stuff getting stolen?
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, because they had no one else to blame, so of course they're gonna blame him. And I didn't want to talk about skin color, but that's another thing. But still, because I can say they probably would have did it with anyone, right, I'm guessing. But the man needs this trip. Well, go ahead, brother.
With everything that was going on, and I had to take a minute because it's back to back to back to back. My family started calling me like, hey, listen, we heard about what's going on. We know you're leaving for the Philippines. Why don't you just, stay and, reschedule your trip? A friend called me. He was like, hey, bro, look, man, the Philippines always going to be there. They're not going nowhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Why don't you just wait until next year? Another one of my friends called me. Hey, man, look, why don't you just go later, man? Stay, stack up some more money. You done lost your money a couple times. And, I said, no, I'm going on this trip because at the end of the day, when things go on, it's always darkest out before the sun come up.
Yeah.
And with everything going on back to back to back to back to back, instead of using that to cancel my trip as a reason to cancel my trip, I use that to push me to go on my trip. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, it's always darkest out before the sun come up. Yeah. Now that I'm here, I'm having the time of my life. I don't want to go back. Mm-hmm. Because when I go back, I know I'm finna go right back into the bull. Mm-hmm. And being out here, it's completely different. Yeah. What these people are telling you online, what these people are telling you on social media, these things are true. You can get out here and live a stress-free life. There are things that go on back home that we don't even know that we're carrying on our shoulders as weights. Mm-hmm. With all these mass shootings, with all these different things that's going on, with the systematic racism. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother video.
Yeah, and that's not happening here.
Yeah.
I've never, ever been stuck with police here. I'm from New York. It's one of the homes of what happened. But anything that happened in New York never happened to me here. Not once. Ahead,
not even once.
Not once.
And I'm from Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. And it's completely different. Mm-hmm. I could have never imagined it. You can watch all the videos you want, you can, but once you get out here and experience it, you'll never want to go back home. So all of the problems that I have, they lined up and they ready, they waiting on me, you know what I mean? But this is the trip that I needed in order to get back and get ready. Just like how, I felt like I was defeated. I felt broke, busted, and disgusted. You know, and this was the trip that I needed to revitalize myself. Now I'm ready to go back and face these problems. Now I'm ready to go back, you know, and if I would have stayed, I would have lost my mind completely.
Yeah. You could have snapped. Yep, that's true.
Exactly.
That's how people break. And you
Yep.
left before you broke.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I had to because there's never going to be a perfect time. Never. You know, if I would have rescheduled to next year, there would have been things going on next year.
Yep.
You know, next month. There would have been things going on next month. You know, because the way life is designed, it's just back to back to back to back.
To be honest, I don't know if I would have left. Right? With everything happening, I would have said, maybe I should stay. But the best thing to do in that situation, knowing me, I probably would have left, knowing how I am. Because I'm just so, I'm kind of like he is. I'm like, okay, you know what? I got to go. Because that's how I left anyway. But, man, it's crazy when things happening back to back to back. You need to go. You kind of have to. Because it's going to come, as he says, it's going to come back next year. It's going to come back next month. The problems don't stop. Like, even me, I'm not perfect. I got problems now, right? Even here. But it's not problems like how it was when back home.
Yeah.
It's different. It's night and day, right? So, yeah, man. But back to the brother.
You're going to be here.
I came for exactly a month. And I didn't set it up to where you lose a day coming and you lose a day going back. Not me. I got a full 30 days here in the Philippines, in a day home and in a day back. So 32 days was my entire vacation.
He didn't tell me the problems. He told me I've had problem on top of problem. And I said, and he gets it, right? When it's like that, sometimes you need that trip.
Yeah.
You need that trip because if you don't have it, you're going to lose your mind, right? And I'm happy he took a trip because that's actually giving him some release in a way.
Yeah.
Right? Some release to where he feels good and he's seeing scenic views because he's going all over the place. He's going to Pacquiao.
Yeah.
He's going to, what's the name tomorrow? What's the name?
Cataduanes.
Cataduanes by Antipolo.
Yeah, I'm in Antipolo right now.
Oh, he's right there right now.
Yeah. So I started off, I flew into Cebu. And originally, because all of this was last minute, my channel was last minute, everything was after this breakup. I flew into Cebu and I was originally supposed to stay in Cebu because that's where she is from. You know, so my whole trip was gonna be in Cebu, going to the wedding and then, you know, all of that and stuff. So when that died and I decided to start my channel and start doing other things, decided to fly into Cebu. And I was only there for like 3 or 4 days. And then I flew from Cebu to Bacolod. And then once I got to Bacolod, I jumped on like a tricycle and went like 2 or 3 hours out into the province. And I was out there in the province for like a week, you know, and dropped a lot of videos out there. Like in the middle of the island, you know, you have San Carlos City on the south side and then you have Bacolod on the other side, you know, and La Castellana is right there in the middle. You know, complete province, you know, and I absolutely love it. Completely off the beaten path. They never seen a foreigner, you know, in their village before, so they all came out and welcomed me and everything. It was absolutely amazing. So then after I left La Castellana, I went back to Bacolod and went to the ruins in Bacolod.
Yeah, we went
You know?
there.
Really? Yeah. I recorded a video, you know, since I was at the ruins, I recorded a video about expats whose lives are in ruins.
Oh, wow. That's good.
I'm on it, bro, you know?
That's good.
That's a good title.
Yeah. Because I actually didn't have one. I just been freestyling all of these videos on top of my head.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I was like, wait a minute, I'm in the ruins. My life was in ruin. Let me talk to these guys about their lives, you know?
Yeah.
So then I left Bacolod and I caught the Roro, you know, which I got inspired by you, by one of your videos, you know what I mean? On the Roro. Yeah, so I caught the Roro on over to Ilo.
Okay.
And then went to Garin Farm in Ilo. It's a big, it's a really big place, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Where you got 500 steps all the way to the top, and they call it the stairway to heaven. As you're going up the stairs, you have each special event in Jesus Christ's life, from his birth, you know, to when he was tested in the forest, you know, to when he was crucified, to every single special event, all the way up until his ascension. And then you get up to heaven and you see all of the angels and everything welcoming you. Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Dropped a video there too.
Oh, wow.
You know, Then I left Ilo and flew to Manila. And in Manila, I kind of chilled out a little bit, caught up with the videos and everything. You know, and I went to Makati for the party, you know, at ABC. And then I left there and we drove to Baguio, and I actually got there and recorded a video at the perfect time. It was an open mall like this, like SM Baguio. It's open mall.
Yeah, we've been
And
there, yeah.
really,
Yeah.
yesterday they had an event where the moon and Venus, the planet Venus, aligned. And I was right there on the balcony, and I dropped the video right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If that wasn't God, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see Venus and the moon right there behind me, and I'm dropping my video, you know? So that was the highlight of the trip.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you like my content, you're welcome to support my content by giving a small donation at PayPal. You can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And there you can buy me a coffee, or you can book a consultation with me. I have consultations for a very small fee. Also, I have consultations for working at home. So if you're a guy that's a little younger and not quite retired yet, and you want to work from home while in the Philippines, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/JTBF. And also have a packages for working at home, so you'll see them there. You can book it there. There's a new feature to YouTube. It's thanks. Now at the bottom of this video, you'll see thanks there. You can give it thanks and make sure your comment is highlighted, and you can give a small donation that way as well. Guys, in the description, you'll see other videos of my other content that's great as well. So you can be sure to watch my other content there. Thank you for watching. See you next video.